Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be showing you how to have really cool studio lights. These are the best lighting sources you can get on Amazon right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is a 2-pack. It's a 2.4 gigahertz advanced version. So it comes with 2 of the panels. Shout out to Newer for actually sending this product to me to be able to showcase. This will be in my videos from now on for lighting. So this is a new one. We already have one propped up. It's an easy carrying case, as you can see, and it has a Velcro strap here. So it's good for travel, really helpful. We have the panel right here, as you can see, really nice. Now the quality on this is extremely good. We'll get into the rest of the specs in a bit. We're just gonna look into this. So it comes with a AC adapter. This one is rated at 12 volts, 5 amps, 60 watts of power. That's the max output. And then right here we have a power cord, so you'll be able to plug it into an outlet and then plug this part into the AC adapter. And then all of it's surrounded by a foam material so it won't get damaged. Really cool. You can store this in here or use it for travel, like I said. So here's the light. I really like this one because you can either use batteries, so you don't have to ever plug it in. It's completely mobile, so you can use those 2 rechargeable batteries, which are not included in this set. They have bundles with this as well, like with a softbox and etc. So if you want to check that out, really recommend it. Right here you have this power on switch. To the right side, it's powered from like the wired output, and then if you go on the left side, it's powered via battery. It even has the little indicators telling that. So as you can see, battery off is in the middle, and then adapter on the right side. On the right here, we have the DC input. So that's obviously where the wired connection goes in. And then right here, we have the little dial wheel. So we have the temperature. So we have a warm onto the left side, and then a cooler to the right. And then right here, we have the adjustment for the brightness. And it works with a remote, which I'll get into in a bit. It does have an LED display as well. So getting into the accessories, so you have the remote here, you have the package contents. You can see this is what's included, everything. So you get 2 LED panels, 2 carrying cases, 2 adapters, 2 diffusers, 2 barn doors, pre-applied, 2 tripods, and 1 remote. Really helpful. And then you have regulatory information and a quick start guide. So here's the remote. Batteries are not included, so I recommend getting some rechargeable AAA batteries. This is what it looks like. It's really nice. So there's a panel right here, so you can just turn it on. You could change the channel. So if it's on channel 88, it controls all of them, and you can control up to 10 all at once. And then if you change the channel, which you just press the mode, if you change that, control each individual one, and you can reprogram each channel to the specific light panel. We're going to get into how to set this up and the finished product. Now obviously we're going to be lighting this video up with one of these lights. It's just one of them obviously, but it's going to do really good. We're going to get one of the poles here by Newer. Packaging when you get this is like really good. So this is the pole. It's really sturdy, and then you also have like a user manual in here. Right there. Okay, never mind. It's customer support. So here it is. This is the pole, as you can see. I'm not too sure how tall it gets, but it's a good height. Right now I have mine set to only 1 of them, and there's 3 height adjustments, I believe. No, 2. Really tall. So here's the pole. It's an aluminum build. Very sturdy. It says the branding right here. It's really sturdy. Like the quality on this, I'm very surprised on how good it is. So you just go ahead and undo this one for the first tripod, and then you go ahead and expand it like so. Push from the bottom, and from the top, push down, and then you go ahead and like reverse collapse it, I guess. And then you could go ahead and tighten it. I recommend putting on the light once you tighten it, so that way it'll adjust on its own. And then you can go ahead and tighten it right here. And then looking at the top part, you have 2 adjustments. So you can go even higher than that. Once you do one of them, it'll like spring out a little bit. For now, I'm just gonna keep it at low so I can show you how to apply the actual light. Here's the panel. You can go ahead and open up the barn door, really simple. And then it has the diffusion in here already. I recommend keeping it on if you don't have a softbox, but if you do get a softbox, take it off so it'll be a little bit easier to control. Now you can apply it 2 ways. You can put it directly straight up, or you can put it on a angle. So like you can put it through this hole and then clamp it down, or you can put it directly this way. So you just have to redo this knob here. You have to untighten it, and then you can go ahead and tighten it back. Really simple. Tighten this. So the tripod will fall if you don't adjust this part. Untightening it, and then lift it, and then drop it again a few times until it readjusts itself. And now when I release this, it won't fall. it does move, and there is a knob right here that you can go ahead and control. So there is a little knob here so you can adjust how it is angled. So you can angle it directly up, directly down. Just make sure you tighten this. So I'm gonna tighten it like right around here. So it's gonna be angled like that, and it'll be harder to move, but you can still kind of move it. So that's how you're gonna do that. And as you can see, that's basically the setup. You can do it however you want, and then obviously you can raise it up if you want as well. Really, really handy. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the other side of my desk and show you the lighting. So, all right, so this is what it looks like right here. You have the channel there. It's on channel 0. You can reprogram it by holding the mode button on the remote. But you can obviously change the brightness directly here. I'm going to turn this off so you can tell. So it's at 0, 10%, and you can look at the brightness right there. It's next to the Kelvin. That's 100% brightness. And then I could change the color temperature. It's getting warmer. Right now it's at 4200 Kelvin. It's going down more. It's at 3300. So it goes all the way as low as 3200 Kelvin, which is a really warm light. And it does get really bright, obviously. So I like to keep it at 5600 Kelvin, which is basically a really cool white. And then obviously keep it really bright. It does get pretty hot, but since these barn doors are like facing, you don't have to have them face towards you. It's not gonna make you as hot when you're doing an overhead if you do an overhead, but it still gets pretty hot. And it's cool because you don't have to like actually look at the light. Like, it's really helpful. It blocks the light from my eyesight, and it's really handy. I'll go ahead and set both of these up in a bit. As you can see, just the remote one more time. You can go ahead and press and hold the mode button. It'll turn on this, and this will flash. And then you can go ahead and change the mode. So mode, and then change channel. See, it's the bottom one, and then you can change the channel. So I'd suggest change it to channel 1 and then just let it release. There you go. I changed it from channel 0 to channel 1. And then once you press mode on here, you can go ahead and change the channel. So we can go to channel 1, and then we could only change the color of this light, not this light, whatever this one is programmed. We're gonna turn this on right now. Put it up right here. It is at a warmer temperature, so to be able to change that, we're gonna turn it on, we're gonna press the mode, we're gonna go to channel 2, since this is set to channel 2, as you can see right there, channel 2, and then we can go ahead and control that individual light how we want. So we can go ahead and change the color temperature, 5600, it automatically changed it, and then obviously you can change the brightness as well, and it's only changing this one. So it's completely off now. And if we bring up brightness, really cool. And then if you want to change both of them at the same time, all you have to do is go up to channel 88 right there. Now I can control the brightness and the color temperature for both of them instantly. Really helpful. And I can also control the color temperature. It's at 3200. That's the warmest it goes. Really cool. Gradual increase, 5600. So really nice. I really love these lights. Now you don't have to worry about these lights getting hot because they have a passive cooling system. Basically, which that means is that they will passively cool with the heat dissipation of the back and the whole thing being made out of metal. So it's really cool. You don't have to worry about these getting hot at all, and they get really bright and they get the job done. So as you can see, I basically am lighting up a really good majority of it. I'm using these as side lights. I can use these as overhead lights in the future because you can mount these if you want. All you just have to do is just make an adapter for this part, and then you can put them overhead. So you can do that as well. So I have 3 lights on. Now you can obviously move the barn doors, and I'll show you what that does. So I'm gonna turn this light off and then this one. So just keep an eye. All right, so only this light is on. Keep an eye on the light here. Closing the right side door. It's focused mainly on the center. Closing the bottom, so now it's only on that center. So I can use this as a key light if I would want to, or like a hair light. So as you can see, it's nice and kind of diffused in a way, so it's not that harsh. As you can see, the shadows are a little bit there, but you can put a softbox over this. So you can make an actual softbox so that we don't have to have harsh shadows in your picture if you're thinking about using this for photography or video. But as you can see, Has some harsh shadows from the angle it's at right now. Put this overhead light on. It basically softens those shadows. So as you can see, that's just with one light on. And if I turn the other one on, it'll also help eliminate that shadow. So as you can see now, it's a softer shadow compared to that one light. And then if I bring this one on, it's really soft shadow. So I really like this setup now. Also, these lights right here that I was using in the beginning, these are also by Neewer. Really good, inexpensive option if you don't have enough money to be able to buy these guys. These guys do retail for about $200. These ones right here retail for about $30. They are an amazing option if you don't have that much money, like I said, because you have different filters. You have blue, red, and I believe yellow. So you can go ahead and change out the filters on the top, and then you can do it for like RGB type of lighting, which is really, really helpful. And it's good for obviously desk mounts like this, really good angle, overall really good. So definitely Neewer is the way to go if you're gonna get some lighting, some starter lighting, whatever you want. Neewer is definitely a really, really good company to go ahead and check out. All right, so this is the conclusion of the video. Once I have them fully set up, I did the cable management. I had the cable running down the pole, and then right here I have it running along the bottom of the desk. And then I bought a power strip today, and it's right here. You can't really see it, but it's right there. And I also have just some other stuff plugged in, as well as this USB port. It has 4 USB ports, and I plugged it in so I can be able to charge my camera. So I have that there, and then just a ton of junk underneath my desk. But these travel pouches are super helpful. It's gonna be really helpful if I ever decide to use these elsewhere outside the studio, and I could just, you know, use it elsewhere. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Wraps up the video. If you guys like this video, make sure you like the video, comment down below. If you're gonna be starting a new YouTube channel or whatever you want to do, you can get these or the smaller options I mentioned before. Definitely recommend it. Highly recommend it. Now, like I said, these do not get hot, like physically, but since light in general, like the sun, gets hot, you know, in this room, you know,